going to work on a glitch effect. We're going to take this file, which is called glitch, it's called just glitch JPEG, and we are going to convert it into something that looks something like this with a little bit of a glitch effect. The TikTok symbol should remind you kind of that same energy. And we're going to work through this together today. There is a handout in the Dropbox as well. So we're going to take our background, and I always like to just in case I make a mistake, I like to back this up. So I'm going to call this glitch. Now I do want you to realize that select subject with this does not work the best. Deselect. Even the remove background does not. If I hide this, it misses this part of the stool. It actually cuts off some of his hair. So you are going to have to spend some time selecting him. So I have already done that on my end. So I saved the selection earlier, so I'm going to load that. Once we get that done, I'm going to go ahead and put a mask on that so I have him totally by himself. Next thing I'm going to do is I do want to put a grayed radial background back here. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to hide this background layer because I don't really need this. This is just my security blanket. And then I'm going to add a radial gradient here. So I'm going to go to my adjustment layers. I'm going to add a black and white gradient, and I do want that to be a radial. I actually think this looks pretty good. You can decide how you like it. I'm going to say okay, and then I do need to merge both of these together, so I am going to go ahead and merge layers. Okay, and then go ahead and duplicate that. Now, to create this glitch effect, the easiest thing to do is to go to Effects and go to Blending Options. Now, if you recall the other day we used this blending options, we used the blend if. Today we're going to use the advanced blending because you have your RGB channels inside of Photoshop. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn off the green and the blue. We're going to turn the green and blue off on this glitch copy layer, and we're going to say okay. Now we are going to get that a little bit of this effect to work by clicking on, making sure we have this layer selected. Make sure you're on the move tool, and then using your arrow keys on the keyboard, go click to the right or to the left. It doesn't really matter. That was to the right, and I'll show you if I go to the left, I get the same type of effect. Okay, depending on which side you want your cyan and which side you want your red. Okay, and then that's kind of like that TikTok symbol. It's the same kind of concept. Okay, next thing I want to do, and I think I went a little too far. You don't want to get too crazy. We'll do that because we're going to now give it some horizontal glitch effect. So to do that, I am going to grab my rectangle marquee tool, making sure I'm still in my glitch copy up here, and I am going to draw a bunch of rectangles. I'm going to draw them this way. We're going to do half of them that we're going to move to the right, and then we're going to do half of them that we're going to move to the left. So take a minute to do that. Okay, once I get that done, and make sure that I was on the Add To selection, by the way. I go back to my Move tool, and I'm going to move this time to the right a little bit. And what it's going to do is it's going to, if I deselect, you can see that it pulled out some of him in order to give it that glitch effect. So now I'm going to do some more on the other side. When you're done, you can do as much, or as little as you want with this. We are also going to add some filters to this just to give it, to kind of blend everything together a little bit. So what I'd like you to do is above the glitch copy, I would like you to hit a new solid color, and we're going to just do white. We're going to say okay. Now I do want you over here in your swatches, make sure it's on black and white, else you could have some crazy stuff going on. I want to make this color fill a smart filter, so we're going to go up to filter, convert for smart filters, and then we're going to go into our filter gallery. In our filter gallery, this is actually the one I want. I want us to go on the half tone. By default, yours will be on circle for half tone. I'm sorry, on dots. I need you to change this to a line. And you can change the size of the line up or down. And you might just, I'm going to pick 6 right now. And since we made it a smart filter, we can always come in and edit it if we don't like the effect. Contrast, might take it down a little bit, because again, I want it to be a little on the blurry side, because that's the kind of the effect I'm going for, that glitchy, blurry effect. I'm going to say okay. Now, I actually want to be able to see the guy. I don't want this on top here. Well, I do, but I want to just basically add a blending mode of your choice. Okay, I'm going to probably go with multiply. That might be a little too dark. I could do overlay, soft light, you know, and again, it's going to depend on your background, so kind of keep that in mind. I think I'm going to go back to soft light. That looks pretty good to me. A couple others, you know, I would like you to add maybe another filter to this, and do it in the same manner, because you do have to have something to add a filter to. So, an example would be, I could go in here and do another solid color. I'll do, again, white. And we're going to do filter, convert for smart filter. And this time, maybe I'll go into filter gallery. And again, you do not have to do the same ones as me. Maybe this time I'm going to do let's do a film grain. Now you'll see that you don't see anything that's been applied here, first of all because it's white, but if I increase my, not my grain, my highlight area in my grain, and then decrease my intensity, we should see it. Okay, actually I might take my grain down a little bit. Say okay, and again the same thing, you're gonna have to figure out what I think I like darken. Which one of the blending modes do you feel compensates for what you're doing? Okay, last thing I want you to do is I want you to do some text with this glitch effect as well. So, and again, my glitches probably could have been a little thinner. I'm trying to do this quickly. And you know, play around with that. This is for practice again, so any of these practice ones I don't grade too harshly on. But I do want you to, you know, try to, you know, hone in on your skills. So I'm going to do a text, and I think if I look back here, I have to look back. Keep it retro is what I use. Now you can use any text. I think I even say I want you to put your name in here somehow. So I'm going to put keep it retro. And then I'm going to put my name below it. That whole leading thing makes me crazy. So I got to go in here and adjust my leading, get that closer. Before I even do that, though, I probably should find a font I like, because that's a terrible font. I don't know if I have any retros actually downloaded. I'll do something like that. Make it bigger. Now I'm going to have to adjust my leading again. I think I want my name smaller. And we could be here all day with this, but we're not going to. Okay, got that, and now got it. Okay, so then to add that glitch effect to text, what you're going to do is you're going to have to rasterize your text. So I'm going to right click on it, and you're going to go in here and find rasterize type. You will also find it up here under the type menu. So I'm going to go to rasterize type, and I'm going to duplicate it. We're going to do the same concept. This time we're going to go down here, and we're going to go to blending options. Let's turn off the green and blue first on the top layer because I'm on the copy, and I'm going to move to the right, and then I'm going to go down here to the bottom one, and I am going to turn on my blending options, and this time I am going to turn off only the red, and I am going to not do anything because if you notice, it now will add the red to that end, okay, because I had scooted it to the right, so it is leaving what is left on that end. It's leaving that end red, okay? And then you could go through with your glitch effect with the marquee as well. And that is how you get the glitch effect for this assignment.